Yes, sir. So the two questions are you okay with us sharing the recording of this story publicly?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, share it to the world.
Can you or anyone you mentioned in your story face prosecution or legal action due to any details you plan to share in your story?
Nope. I am my own persecutor. Persecutor. I did all the damage.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself and the time is yours, brother.
Already. Aloha, mahalo to you, Will, and to the other side of hell for allowing me to enjoy this platform, speak all my shit. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm an alcoholic addict, coming to you from the fucking awesome state of Hawaii. Um, Due to the fellowship, a 12-step program that I keep on working. Awesome platforms like this, funny to say, Instagram and other ways. I have some awesome ass sobriety days. My sobriety date is November 29, 2019, and I'm here. Aloha, motherfuckers. Okay, so you know, how it was I was a resentful ass kid with a whole bunch of isms. I grew up in Los Angeles, and I was a came from a kind of a background of alcoholism. My mom, her father died of alcoholism. Not He didn't die of alcoholism. He died of the world of it. He was murdered. And my father is alcoholic. So I didn't fall far from the tree. You know what I mean? I fell right there and kind of started rooting right in. So I kind of just grew up that way. My mom did her best, honestly. She's a fucking awesome, educated Black woman that freaking did her best for me. And I grew up in a very, semi-healthy household. I do have some trauma that, kind of shaped, informed me as I grew. And that's some layers and shit that I soon found out later. Yeah, man. Me, I was kind of resentful towards a lot of things in life. I always felt, why not me? How come this? Why is the world against me? Me against the world. Crybaby person who always had problems and issues, but never found a solution. And I kind of carried that with me throughout life. Um, me, um, you know, Growing up in California, I was always looking for, what was it, what was cool, who was hip. I played football as a young kid, so that's the environment I was around. A lot of sports activities. Those are my mentors, my coaches, my friends, my other folks who I played with. That's what I did. Um, I love that. I love that community. I felt a sense of purpose. I had purpose in there, and um, it touched me places. Football was that thing that I enjoyed. I played. I did. Um, and that created this place of, I just said it, of acceptance. um in I experimented a little bit. I was in like middle school, whatever. I was like my first time drinking. Me and my buddies would like pour up, make some weird ass jungle juice. That's when it was all fun and games. You know what I mean? I was in middle school. You just drink, you sneak shit from the cupboard, that kind of shit. I didn't really have an issue then. um I always had these isms, you know what I mean? I was always a person of more. When the teen mom came by, I was grabbing a handful of oranges and stuffing more. When she came around with Gatorade, give me two of them, I'm tanking it. Energy drinks came out, I want three of them. Bam, I was always this person of more, more, more. Give me more. Um, and that kind of shit, it was the kind of carnage and wreckage I kind of kept doing. It was like a pattern of my mind. Um, in what ninth grade, um, my mom, my stepdad, and my sister, we left Los Angeles and moved to Hawaii. Um, and there was like I was kind of angry. Why did this have to happen? I left all my friends behind. Oh, it's a different football team. These guys don't know me. There's always this reason why. Instead of accepting and rolling with the punches and understanding my mom's doing the best she can. She's, you know, new job, new opportunity. Who the fuck complains about moving to Hawaii? You know what I mean? A spoiled ass little teenager. So I came there and I just, again, I had to find my place. Football was that place. As I played, I met other people. I got freaking connected with the local boys. Um, and me, you know, you can't take it away. As black as they come, and that's it. But finding community, finding place was always an issue for me. I always felt like I had to be accepted in something. So when I came here, you know, I tried to do what the cool shit was. I hung out with the local boys. I did what we do. You know, I hung out with the football guys, and I got accepted. I was known. I was funny. You know, I was a good ass football player, and this is where I also got introduced to other shit. You know, what else do people like? Oh, y'all like to smoke buds? That wasn't really my thing, but then I started smoking weed. You know, um, with that, I fucking started hanging out after the games. My first time getting drunk was my sophomore year. Um, we were out celebrating for the homie's birthday, and my friends picked me up like at 8 o'clock. I got drunk within like an hour, and they dropped me off like at 9:30, 10 o'clock at my, you know, boom, knocking on my door, and just dropped me right there. And first thing I can come up with was I was food poisoned. And as soon as I fucking hit the ground, I fucking threw up everywhere, got grounded. My mom suspended me from the football team. And from there, I should have been like, oh, this is a sign. I got some fucking there's something happening. I don't know. When you're young, you don't really think of this shit like that. So um that shit continued. Um I started being sneaky. You know, now I'm about to start drinking where my mom doesn't know. Um I'm drinking more in high school. I fucking fell into this whole lifestyle like fuck. You know, people like when I'm drunk. You know, I felt like fucking Superman. I'm doing backflips off of shit, stealing stuff from stores, you know. It was cool. And the funny thing is, I was the one who was able to tap shoulder for the older guys. So, sophomore, bringing the booze to the fucking senior party, you know what I mean? That was me. Everybody, hey, Dick, go get some booze and shit. There's a store that didn't even card me. I would go in and I put like 840s on the counter, and I'm like, yeah, this is for me and my friends. You know, like they thought they probably didn't care. They just sold the shit to me because whatever. Um, but that was acceptance from me. I felt this fucking awesome brotherhood, friendship. That was me. Um, I also started indulging into other stuff. You know, I started, hey, what's that y'all doing? What that allows you to drink longer? Hell yeah, let me, you know. So I started dabbling with other shit. I started smoking weed, dabbling with some coke, dabbled with some ecstasy. About time my senior year, you know, I played with cocaine, all this shit. I was I was a savvy veteran in, you know, small party favors. I hid this lifestyle from my mom. She didn't really know. You know, I kind of separated myself. Whatever little trauma I was having at home, I kind of just took it to my friends and party life, and that was me. Um, but again, I was a resentful person and like had this, you know, me against the world mentality. Um, I seen friends get scholarships. I seen friends go off to college. And me, you know, I made first team all state since a junior. How come I'm not getting this recognition? You know, fuck if I got a 1.5 GPA, how come I'm not getting letters from fucking USC and Oregon? You know, so I would kind of just hold that like, oh well, I guess I'll figure it out in another way, but whatever. So I went to I graduated high school. Don't know how, but I graduated high school, and then I went off to college. And in college, the same shit followed me. Like I you know, I partied, and there I had nobody on me. So my neighbor was a fucking dealer. I would just get fucked up all the time, did a whole bunch of coke, a whole bunch of ecstasy, and I drank all the time. You know, my drinking led me to the shit, you know. And there I missed a football game. I remember I had some college scouts come out to a game, and I fucking couldn't even make it out to the field. I was so drunk. It was so hot. It's like 110-degree weather. I went to a party the night before, did a whole bunch of drugs, a whole bunch of alcohol. I couldn't even make it out to the game. They had to wheelbarrow me off of the field and leave me in the locker room. My coach threatened to suspend me, let me finish out the season. And there it was when I was like, you know, kind of just contemplating like what the fuck my life was really about, you know? How come nobody accepted me for how I was? Fucking evil ass world. Come on, can't you see I'm a baller? What the fuck? But that shit didn't do nothing. I didn't work hard for anything. I kind of just blamed the world, you know. My freshman year in college, my wife now at the time was my girlfriend. We got pregnant. So in my mindset, you know, I was like, fuck, you know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Uh, you know, I'm about to get us going to the NFL. That's my next big ticket. That's the next big thing. Let's go to the league. That shit didn't happen. I ended up moving my ass back to Hawaii, going to another little junior college, trying to go to school and balance baby, this dream I thought I had, that I worked so hard for, and work. And I had resentments towards my wife. You know, I'm like, oh, you wanted this baby. Now I got to fucking work harder to go to the NFL. You know, I had this mindset that I still can make it. But that shit, you know what I mean? You look at the statistics on that shit, and whatever, it's her fault. But yeah, so I carried that. I kind of resented that, you know, we got this baby. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna still go to school, but I'm gonna figure a way. I'm gonna go to Canada. I'm gonna play arena. I'm gonna fucking play Madden. Something's gonna happen where I can get into the league, you know? So when you resent people, you build up this anger in yourself. Resentment is something that's horrible to hold on to. As an alcoholic addict, resentment is like the fucking reason, one key reason to you giving yourself an excuse to be out there and wild out. It's your reason to connect with other people feeling sad who are resentful, and you guys go to the bar cheering and saying fuck everybody else. These drinks are the reasons why, you know, we are happy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, but resentment helped fuck me off, man. You know, I didn't attack any of my dreams that I really wanted because I felt, you know, I deserved them. You know, without that work, I would complain about shit with no solution and get mad that nothing was going my way. And the beautiful thing is, in this time, I had 3 kids. I started a business. I had a loving wife who stuck by me, even though I was a fucking druggy alcoholic that she didn't really know. And it was still everybody else's fault on reasons why I couldn't do what I needed to do. I still put the blame on everybody. I couldn't save fucking $40, you know, but it wasn't my fault. That $40 in my pocket that I barely could keep was not my fault. You know, I had to go buy diapers and I needed a bag of weed. The fuck, I worked so hard. I needed a gram of coke tonight, you know? That shit led to so much more drama. These resentments made me and my wife, you know, kind of clash heads because she wouldn't let me go into my own bank account and take out $300. The fuck is your problem? Like, can't you tell I just worked a 12-hour shift and half of that money should be mine to use right now? I'm going to the bar to treat the guys. Like, what the fuck is your problem? You know? That mentality caused me to cause a lot of havoc in my house. And one thing my wife didn't know was she had a monster sleeping on that couch. You know, in this whole process, I slowly started voting him more shit. So I would drink all the time for any occasion. either if it was a parent teacher conference to Floyd Mayweather fighting Pacquiao, I drank, you know, that was me. I also smoked a lot of weed, you know. I thought I was this fake ass Rasta, you know. Rasta man, I had these long ass dreads. I fucking, you know, I smoked every occasion, anything. I used to think smoking weed was like an emotion. You know, if I'm not high, I can't go do this. You know what I mean? Um, then again, me having this hidden lifestyle, I did a lot of cocaine and I figured out different variations of it. Like you can snort it. I realized you can sprinkle it on shit. Hey, you know what? You can fucking mix it with some baking soda and smoke that shit. So as I progressively got worse, my drug use got worse. As I continued these resentments, my fucking drug usage got worse. I deserve this fucking crack rock because I'm better than cocaine. I'm not going to be high all night because I work tomorrow. And I don't know. It was always something different to the reasons why I did my shit, but it was because a deeper inner issue of me not addressing some bullshit, you know, of not sitting back wondering why I can't just sit, you know, handle and pay a bill for the IRS. Why are they bothering me? You know, my business is fucking doing all right. I'm helping the community. You know, fuck that. I'm not gonna pay my taxes right now. The fuck? I'm gonna go down like Wesley Snipes. No, I'm just playing. But I got so deep into my drug issue that I was taking money. You know, my wife works her ass off. I worked my ass off. I was working my ass off for my drug usage. Um, I got to a place where, you know, I would grab a gram of coke, I would grab like 2 grams of crack, have an eighth of weed, and that was me. And I thought I was classy because I didn't smoke crack out of a crack pipe. I actually smoked it sprinkled on top of my blunts with my pinky up. So as long as I smoked it like that, I'm not technically a fucking druggie, you know. I'm a recreational crack user. The fuck. So that shit right there, that accelerated my down fucking fall. With me constantly taking money out, constantly fucking up, you know, sleeping in until fucking 12 o'clock, missing jobs. I pushed my family away. I scared my wife. My mother-in-law has 34 years of sobriety, and she's seen me slowly fucking crumbling. She would always throw these hints, you should go seek help. You know, she didn't really tell me directly, but she would tell me. So fuck that. Don't tell me what to do. I got this. So, you know, I tried yoga. Yoga didn't save me. I stretched my ass right the fuck into a fucking crack rock. I fucking tried crystals, you know, let me pray to these crystals and get this shit and rub it on my skin. This shit may heal me. And the closest rock I got to was a fucking crack rock. I tried fucking listening. Man, I remember I called into a like a sober hotline. And I remember I told them, I was like, man, like you know, I know I got problems, you know, I just want to be regular. I just want to be regular. He's like, well, when's the last time you used? I was like, last night, actually this morning. I'm not high, but I'm a little high. He's like, well, let me tell you this, that's not normal. And I was like, you fucking tell me how to fucking be normal. I got my shit. I still got a business. I still got a roof over my head. Yes, my rent is back by 2 months, but she left me. So what the fuck? What does my landlord expect? Fucking idiot. Like, it was everybody else's problem besides mine. So I fucking tried. 2018, I pretended to get sober. You know, I wanted to show my girl, like, okay, what do you do? What do these hippie motherfuckers do? Okay, I'm gonna go to where these hippie fucking old ass. And with me, I had this resentment towards you to sober people. I had this mentality that it was um hippie old white people kumbaya in a fucking circle, cult like activity who don't have fun. I fuck that shit, that is not me. But you want me to do this? Watch me do this. You said I can't do it? Watch me. So like 2018, I pretended to get sober, and I would, let me control this. I'm gonna just drink one beer today. I'm gonna go to this fucking meeting. So I'll grab a 25-ounce tall boy of Budweiser, um, drink that bitch real fast, go there, sit in the back with a fucking pack of double mint that I'm fucking chewing so you don't smell me. Any person who had years probably knew I was a fucking piece of shit lying, but hey, can't tell me. You know, I'm discreet, I'm exclusive, I'm fucking different. I don't do it like y'all. I'm gonna do it my way. Y'all can be in here hella sober, but I'm just gonna smoke a little bit of weed. I don't smoke crack anymore, you know. For the fuck. Okay, but I was arrogant. I pretended to have like 40 something days, and I found out some shit, you know, between me and my wife, and then I just fucking went balls out, fucking fuck the world, fuck everybody. I went so hard. I stopped seeing my kids. I stopped paying rent. I barely was doing jobs. I fucking was being so disrespectful with my health, with other people. I was manipulating people. I was fucking a demon. Like, honestly, if you believe in energy and all this kind of shit, I was a ball of dark energy rolling around telling the world that this is y'all fault and y'all can't do shit about it. So, hey, the best place to get sympathy like that, is at a bar. At a bar, you will fucking find a whole bunch of motherfuckers just like yourself. So that's where I seeked out validation, and hey, we got drunk together. Um, that shit didn't work. I ended up crawling my ass into fucking Alcoholics Anonymous. And when I say crawled, I literally crawled up in there like empty, broke as shit. I was fucking ugh. I got in there. I went to this meeting, and it was a whole bunch of black folks. And I'm like, ugh, like what the fuck? All these weird, these, it's so happy in here. Why are you fucking happy? Why is everybody happy in here? Can't you see? I just stepped in. Look at me. I'm sad. Somebody hug me. You know what I mean? Like, um, that shit was like so therapeutic. I fucking went up. I talked a little bit. I stood up. This is the first time I stood up. I was like, you know, hi, my name's Chris. I'm a fucking alcoholic. Hey, Chris. Oh shit. You know, as soon as they said, hey, man, I fucking started crying. I felt this energy. I felt this like wave of energy that fucking just was like so overwhelmingly beautiful. My dude, like going to that meeting changed my life. Like I felt this sense of purpose. I'm not sure if it was like a spiritual awakening. I'm not sure if like everything happened to put me there at that time, but whatever happened for a reason. I found my ass enjoying that shit. I came back again. Sunday, I came back again. This time, hey, I'm gonna dress a little bit more fly. Came back again. I started hearing all the people speak 20, 10, 30, 40 fucking years of sobriety. All of them stories worse than mine. I'm like, oh my God, I sound like a crybaby. Ugh, this motherfucker was sucking dick for crack. What the fuck? Like, you know, like I hear all these stories in there, and I'm like, oh my God. And fuck all that. Their stories were hitters. I can relate somehow, some way. Even though we come from a different background, this guy's a fucking hillbilly from fucking Kentucky, and I can relate to him. This guy's a fucking, you know, super, I don't know, whatever. We're related. Whatever it was, I found that, hey, we're related, and I want what they had. So I continued going. I got me a sponsor. A sponsor is the only person that I've ever took time to listen to. He told me one thing, and this one thing always stuck. This motherfucker said, a lot of motherfuckers want to be sober, but don't do the work to be sober. And that shit right there was like, watch me work. I'm about to work this shit, because if it, I'll work that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I still work it. I work it every day. I got like 500 something days. of sobriety. I don't know when it's gonna air, so maybe I'll have more. But I got a whole bunch of sobriety under me, and I fucking love this shit. Like, I go to step study, I go to like all kind of all different kind of meetings, NA meetings, AA meetings. I constantly work with my sponsor. I went through all 12 of my steps, and guess what? I still fucking work that shit in all my daily affairs. Like, I just work it, you know what I mean? I constantly talk to other people who are struggling, and not just with substance abuse and other things in life, man. Like, you start realizing that, fuck, we're just a whole bunch of individuals walking around with unaddressed trauma. And when you see that, you're like, damn, all y'all motherfuckers need the 12 step. I ain't gonna tell you to, but hey, there's a place that y'all can get some help. You just ask me, more of attraction than promotion. You got a question, I can tell you what I did. But in all honesty, man, sobriety has given me so much. Sobriety and recovery. People can be sober, which is like a mindset, but when you recover, is that awesome shit. You get to see your true self. Um, I didn't know I like running. I ran 365 miles in the past couple months. I didn't know I like health food. I didn't know, I didn't even know how to spell my son's middle name. I know that sounds horrible, but fuck. I learned so much within this sobriety shit about myself, and I'm still learning. Me and my wife's relationship is fucking so bomb right now, to where I'm not afraid. You can go on my phone. You ain't gonna see no shit. You know what I mean? Before I would be, give me my phone back. What the fuck? You can go see my liked pictures. You just gonna see a whole bunch of sober bullshit. Not bullshit. You can see a whole bunch of sober shit and some sports stuff and Lakers and Green Bay stuff all day. But man, sobriety's given me so much. It allowed me to, share my experience, strength, and hope on platforms like this. I met fucking Will. I don't even know you that well, man. And I just opened myself up so fucking vulnerable. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about this community. We open up on all different levels. You know what I mean? I just let you on some shit that I thought I was gonna take to the grave, but I don't give a fuck. Hopefully I can share something to where somebody is like, oh my God, I relate to that. And if you don't, just take what you can from it. But if you're new or coming back or thinking about going back out, man, just work work the program. You get what you put in. I'm gonna say this shit. I stole this from somebody. You don't get big just sitting in the gym staring at the equipment. You know what I mean? You get swole by doing the work, going on the bench press, going on the squat rack, doing calf raises. You know what I mean? And that's how you treat sobriety. You don't just get recovery and sober by just being sober. You got to actually put in some fucking work. So Will and the other side of hell, thank you guys for letting me share. I've went over my time, and I can blabber. I got an espresso and it's early. So yeah, man, mahalo, and thank you for letting me share, bro. Got you. Hey, what's up, y'all? If y'all want to find me, you can find me on Instagram at Dick underscore in the underscore house. You know, that's me. Shout out to Pro Recovery Power. Shout out to Team 12. Shout out to Sober Contracts. Shout out to Valor Clothing and all you social media gurus. And fuck, I love it, man. Yeah, mahalo.